Ub is on the court with world number 1, Strahinja Stojicic. The league's top scorer, Dejan Majstorovic, Marko Brankovic, and Nemanja Barac. The top seed. Starting play here in Pool A against the home standing Swiss squad. There's Lausanne, keyed by King Wes. Wes Molteni, the juice man, Marco Leman, Gilles Martin. That trio has been representing the squad for years now. And they picked up a new addition this time around. Got a chance to meet him this morning. Carlos, what's up? Hope you're ready to make some noise here in 3x3. This team's got a heck of an assignment to get started with the world number 1 Ub, who have won 14 consecutive games. Edmund Holtz at Tilly Adult. This game will be in good hands with 2 Olympic officials with the whistles around their neck. Saw the juice man Marco Leman shoot it really well in the 2-point shootout qualification. Can he continue to keep it going? He looks a little bit like Strahinja Stojicic, but that's not Strahinja Stojicic. Strahinja Stojicic is in the red, wearing number 3. You're going to have to get used to his face, because whenever you talk about the world number 1, there he is. Dr. Strange, 30 years old, number 2 on the tour in scoring, top-ranked player. And we saw him absolutely go bananas in Prague in that final, en route to leading this Ub team to their 3rd straight title in 2022. They have been unbelievable. Wes Molteni, he's the king of the castle here in Lausanne. In terms of head-to-head, Ub they've never lost to Lausanne on the pro circuit, and they're going to try to keep it that way. Lausanne's glory days here in their own backyard in this city. I think that was way back in 2017 where they made it all the way to the final. But here's Ub's 14-game winning streak. You can see all their victims en route to getting here. Of course, they won it, the Utsunomiya opener in Japan. And then they went to Manila and did the same thing. And obviously, just a few weeks ago in Prague, they cruised to another title. We haven't even talked about what they did at the World Cup and earning another gold medal, a 5th for Serbia, number 4 for Dejan Majstorovic. So it has been a banner year for Ub on the pro circuit. Who's going to stop them? That's probably the biggest question coming into Lausanne. Is anybody going to be able to beat Ub? They, of course, are trying to top what we thought before would be an untoppable record. That's from 2018 Novi Sad, who went 32-0 on the World Tour that year, en route to winning what would be their 3rd World Tour final. So we're going to see if they can keep the good times rolling. This is an interesting storyline here in 2022. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice in your ear. The Lausanne Masters, presented by you, is in your face. So is Dr. Strange. He gets to the crib, uncontested, gets the score. Leman with the drive. He drops it off. The hook is put up from Carlos Martinez, but it is a miss. The world number 1 swung it over to the beast. Brankovic, number 3 on the scoring charts. There's your top scorer. And Dejan Majstorovic is going to miss that one. But I tell you, Majstorovic, the future Hall of Famer, this dude is playing like he's 25 years old. He is having an unbelievable season. And when I talk to Ub, they're always arguing about who's the most important to the team. Dejan says when he doesn't play, you see that they don't play nearly as well. And Strahinja says the same. So we don't know. Turbo hits the deck. Gilles Martin, they're going to leave the beast. And Branquilla, he's going to sink one from deep. 3-zip right at the gates. Gilles, he's got Nim Diesel defending. Had him defending. He misses the shorty. King West is going to snatch down the board. Up top to Carlos. He hits the dose. And Lausanne is on the board. It's a 1-point game and a whistle. As Gilles was trying to hold his own underneath. They will really try to go at this Lausanne sport team whenever Gilles Martin is defending in the post. Make no mistake, he's a strong little dude. Straina on the drive. He's going to drop that one off, no problem. Nim Diesel puts it up and in, but it's answered. The Juice Man with the squeeze. And Dr. Strange can't finish in the lane. Barach will come away with the rebound. That foul is on the floor. So intense action here to start the main draw. We know that you guys are here watching the main draw. Welcome. We appreciate you. If you happen to check in with us early and see the qualifying draw, you would have saw the Germans, Aender-Stam, make their way into Pool D. That 2-ball makes its way in, and Dr. Strange is denied at the front door. The King says you are not welcome. As it will stay 6-4. Wes Montigny. Long time, one of the best defenders in 3x3. You can see why. He's defending his house. Minute and a half in. Stojacic pleading his case. Looks like Dr. Strange's got a new haircut too. All right. Swiss fans making some noise here. We might have to change the way we spell unbeatable. I would spell unbeatable U-N-B-E-A-T-U-B-L-E. Get it? Unbeatable. That's what they been. Lausanne trying to hand them that L and stop this 14-game run. The Juice Man hit one from there earlier. Long rebound's going to go out of bounds. And over to Red. Going to be an interesting group, too. Pool A also featuring San Juan, your defending Lausanne Masters champs. Maestro with the step, but he's denied again. It's inspected and rejected. Wes getting wet from the left wing. Now Straina says block that. Got the step, finishes with the layup. It's 8-6 competitive action here through the first 2+ minutes, and Carlos Martinez is going to find his touch on the short jumper. Brankovic nearly had it taken away. Martinez, though, I think he actually got whistled for a foul there as he was trying to track down the rebound. It definitely got physical. So maybe not. I don't think he was actually whistled for the foul. Ball goes off of green. So Carlos Martinez, the new addition on this Lausanne sport team. We're going to see what he brings to the table. So far, a lot of energy and a couple of the buckets to his name as well. So Gilles Martin trying to hold his own. He's going to get called for the foul. He's pushing. Nice feed. The Beast, though, blew the shorty. Off the iron it goes over into the hands of the guys in green. Here's Martin. Foul off the ball. Number 2, excuse me, on Lausanne, on Oob. Get it right, Kyle. They got it right on the backdoor cut. Carlos Martin. He's got some fingerprints. on this game early. Martin got caught out of position. He knew he was going to get caught for a foul there. So he will check out. The juice man, Marco Leman, one of the sharpest shooters in the game. Guarding one of maybe the sharpest shooter in the game. Liman and Maestro started top of the key. Liman switches to Stojicic. Dr. Strange dishes it to Nemanja Barac. Barac misses, but Stojicic is there to recover the rebound. All right. Time for a TV timeout. Looking back at the last layup from Strahinja Stojicic. He's got 2 MVPs under his belt so far this year. And I think that's the only reason he didn't get the MVP in Manila was because he was a little banged up out there. But the world number 1, Strahinja Stojicic, continues to prove just why. Calmly steps up and strokes the freebie and breaks the 8-8 tie. Then he's a smooth criminal. On the move like Michael. 1 point advantage pending these free throws, and that's what makes Stojicic so dangerous. He's got great length at 6'6". This dude bounces back like rubber, tough as nails, and he can elevate. Leads the league in highlights. There's a lot to like about Strahinja Stojicic's game. Probably won't like the result from that free throw. Missed that one, and then King West in for the lay. 9-9, good game so far. As the Maestro will use that size over Martin. Gets the score. Stojicic's whistle for the foul. He was out of position. So expect Oob to be challenged every single contest. You better believe the teams that they're playing know very well about this 14-game win streak. They want to be a headline too. They want to be the team that stops the run of the Serbians. Nobody's stopping Carlos Martinez thus far. Martinez has been great inside 10 feet or so. The deep 2 attempt is missed, and that ball out of bounds off of red over the green. Lausanne hanging tough with the number 1 seed here to start the main draw. Turbo, top of the key. Here's Gilles. Whoa. On the layup attempt. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Got a piggyback ride from the Maestro. Look at this. Whee! All right, back to it. 10-10. Stojicic to Barac. Barac got his lunch packed. See you later. Stojicic, quick step. He made Liman taste the vapors. And another whistle. So this one is tight. Interestingly enough, I've been mentioning this 14-game win streak for Oob. Their first victim on this run happened to be Lausanne. If it's going to continue, they're going to have to go through the Swiss. So a shooting foul as Wes Montagny. The GQ King. Montagny will knock it in from the stripe. Ooh, cannot get any distance from this Swiss team. They are pesky. They are playing ferocious defense. And they're setting the tone for what we can expect from them here in their own backyard. They've never won this Lausanne Masters. They've come close. What a start it would be for them if they were able to end Oob's run. Another impressive Serbian run going on these days is Liman. That's on the challenger phase. We'll tell you more about that later, but the streak at stake right now is the 14-game winning streak. Oob with a 6th foul. They got no more to give. They'll be joining Lausanne in the penalty on the next defensive foul. Gilles Martin up top, over to the left elbow. King West, dime time. So the long-time pair link up for another score. Gilles putting some extra English on that thing as it goes off the window and in. But an 8th foul is subsequently picked up on Lausanne that will put Marko Brankovic on the line to shoot 2. The first of 2 is good. Brankovic is going to put the serves back out by 1. This one has one of those eerie feelings. Another great setup from King West. He's setting the table like Thanksgiving. Everybody gonna eat. Meantime, it's West with the board. Out to Martinez. West distributing again like Amazon. 14-13. Here we go. Back and forth. Great patience there from Brankovic. That was a clever move. He knew that West was going to go up and try to contest and get another big block. And he tricked the big fella. Just put on the brakes a little bit. Skirt. Couple more free throws here for Marko Brankovic, the youngest member of this Oob team at 27 years old. He is cool at the line, and he's going to knock it down. And the second one is good in the hood, too. Oob back out front by 1. It's been the same story all game long. The steal from the Maestro. He snuffed it out. That's going to leave Barac open for 2. His stroke was broke, but I think Majstorovic is going to get called for the foul here. That is number 7 on Oob. So that's going to put Marco Leman on the line. Marco Leman, the 28-year-old sharp shooter. He's on target. First attempt from the line, not a problem. Lemon's second finds the bottom of the hole as well. Dr. Strange to Nim Diesel. Nim Diesel! After the block from King West, they get the score. And Maestro will come away with it. Oh, yeah, I think that's going to be an offensive foul. Good call there. But Arch extended those arms, a push-off, and probably didn't even have to do it against Martin. Offensive foul doesn't lead to free throws, just a possession change as Lausanne will take over. Martin, Leman running the baseline. He's going to set the screen, sets his sights on the 2-ball long as it'll find its way to Straina. Here's Dr. Strange, lost the handle on it and could not save it. So in a 16-16 tie, it is a sprint to 5 with 3:52 to go. An electric first game of the day. As you can see, Stojic has just lost the handle on it on his way to the hole. Credit the defense. A lot of things to like about this Lausanne sport team. And just one change on the roster has made a difference. Carlos Martinez. An impressive debut. $122,000 in total at stake here, as it is for every Masters. $40,000 goes to the grand prize winner. And if you're good at math and you know how much bread that Oob has won so far this year, it's $120,000 in 3 tournaments. Not too shabby. That stroke was broke. Martinez, though, has got his back, tracks down the rebound. He wants to get it to King West. Now West couldn't strike him from the left wing from 2 range, so it'll stay 16-16. Both teams in a penalty. The Maestro, was trying to set up the Beast, but they had a little miscommunication there on the entry pass. So Brankovic will check out and Badac will check in. Here's Martinez trying to put some pressure on the Maestro. Now Badac trying to stay in front of Martinez. Martinez wanted some space. He got it, but he isn't able to knock down the 2. Stojacic trying to save it. He stepped on the line. So the ball will stay with Lausanne. 3:11 to go. Lausanne trying to pull off an upset over the top seed. You can tell they have been in the lab. Martin up fake. Leman shoots it, misses it to the left. Quick clear. The Maestro on the drive. He's going to finish with the leg. Martin, he chunks the deuces. And that rebound's going to land in the lap of Badac. Brankovic, nice pass to set up the cutting Badac, who finishes at the crib. It's 18-16. And a push off the ball. So it's good to have muscles, but you don't always have to use your strength in that way. Badac with a little bit of a silly foul there. They didn't need it. There was no threat to score or anything, just got caught shoving. So each team with 9 fouls. A 10th would put either of them in a double penalty, 2 free throws and possession. So that's what's at jeopardy with that next foul. So we're used to Oob playing well. Obviously, they had lost in 14 games. They've won every single Masters we've had this season. But how impressive has Lausanne Sport been in the way they've contended in this game? They're not in this for moral victories. They don't want people saying, "Oh man, look how well they played against Oob, even though they lost." Moral victories, they don't matter. They want a real victory. The one that actually counts on paper. He makes it count at the line, and it's 18-18. Dr. Strange kick out. Maestro, one-legged release. Too much on that one. Touch nothing. Shot clock violation. Ball back over to Lausanne Sport. This FIBA 3x3 Lausanne Masters is brought to you by you. I want to thank our ball and apparel sponsor, Wilson. Our official timekeeper, Maurice Lacroix. King West. Voila. He comes up with a bucket underneath. 19-18, Lausanne in front. And they've got the ball. The Maestro's down. It's 3-on-2 for now. West drives and kicks Martinez. No. West is going to clean up the mess. Game point Lausanne, and that 14-game win streak is hanging in balance, but Dr. Strange shows the range. Next score wins. Martinez with the step of the Maestro, and they stop the 14-game win streak. Game 1 here in Lausanne. The Swiss with a sweet win over Oob. A big one here in Pool A. And these Swiss fans are on their feet. The 2018 Novi Sad team can breathe easy. Your Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater, courtesy of the new addition, Carlos Martinez. And that 14-game run is done. I told you this one had an eerie feeling to it. And how about Carlos Martinez making his debut here on the World Tour with Lausanne? Man, what an addition and what a game. 21-20, Lausanne Sport shocked the top seed. Gilles Martin standing by, and looks like he's got some things to say. Esteban Gonzalez, let's get it down to you and hear from Gilles Martin.
So Gilles, you just defeated Team UB. Which was the secret to win the game?
It's very funny that I'm doing the interview because I had the worst game of the team. But the secret of the game is that we put a lot of intensity during the whole game. We made a lot of fouls, but we scored our shots, so we made it.
How much motivates you to play in front of this crowd?
Lausanne is amazing since day one. I think it was 2014. They're still behind us in 2017. We just love you, Lausanne.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, love is in the air. And whether you cheer for Lausanne or not, you got to love that. Unless you live somewhere in Serbia, hey, it is what it is. The best team won, and that team was Lausanne Sport. You can tell they set the tone from the very beginning. This was not going to be a game that they backed down from this dominant Serbian team. King West was really that guy, protecting the rim with ferocious defense. Their offense really brought a punch as well. Gilles Martin said that he had the worst game out of all of his teammates, but I thought he held his own. You don't have to score a bunch of points to have a great game. King West showing off the range. There's Martin finishing at the rim with some pizzazz. And this thing was going back and forth. More defense from King West. He was swatting everything. And all of a sudden, the Serbians started to feel like this was a game that they knew they were going to have to play their very best if they wanted to come out with a win. But there is your Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater over the contested arm of Dejan Majstorovic. Carlos Martinez and his quartet with Lausanne Sport get the first victory in the main draw. 14-game win streak is a done deal. All right. Well, if game one is any indication of how the rest of this tournament is going to go, we going to be in for a wild ride. Trust me. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice, at 3x3 The Voice on IG, if you want to follow me. Follow our official account first, at FIBA 3x3. Use the hashtag 3x3WT. All right. It is on to game number 2. Wait. And I can't wait. Get our teams introduced. Liman looking, they got some smiles on their faces. They probably wanted to be the ones who ended UB's run, but they'll settle for somebody else doing it. Leman have been great in the challengers this year. It just hasn't translated to the Pro Tour. So they're the 2 seed. They've won 4 straight challengers. You want to talk about an impressive run. As Miroslav Pajsilic joins this team for the second time, and the Boyce Kilian, Alexander Ratkov, who's been racking up MVPs in the challenger phase, and Mihailo Vasic as well. They have won 20 in a row. 20 straight at the challenger phase. They got to get it done on the Pro Tour. Their chances here now again in Lausanne. Their opponent, the emerging German squad, Dusseldorf. They got a talented scorer in Alan Boger, Kevin Bryant. This dude is like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going and going and going. He don't even need a recharge. A lot to like about this Dusseldorf team. Not just Boger and Kevin Bryant, but look out for Bastian Landgraf and Leon Fertig. That's who make up their 4. They qualified via the Le Pic Challenger. We've seen them a couple times this year. A 4th-place finish at the Ulaanbaatar Challenger. They were runners-up in Le Pic. But our first time seeing them on the World Tour. Let's see what they do. Marcos Michaelides, Edmund Ho will officiate this one. Liman in the red, Dusseldorf in the green. These two teams have never met head-to-head. So their first encounter will happen here in the Olympic capital. Could have some nice highlights in this one. Got some athleticism on that Dusseldorf team. I particularly like the matchup between Kevin Bryant and Alexander Ratkov. Keep an eye on that. These two players play at a level, energy-wise, effort-wise, that you just don't see. They are a step above the rest. Kevin Bryant just kind of scratching the surface here of his 3x3 career. We've seen Alexander Ratkov do it for years and years and years. But those two battling for loose balls, those two locking in defensively, that's going to be a treat. So the final conversations before it's time to get to it here. Leman, they've been runners-up twice. Runners-up in Manila, excuse me. That was their best finish here in 2022. They lost twice in the quarterfinals. And they're going to get it down to Ratkov early to start this off, although he does not come away with a score. A foul, though, as Leman draws an early whistle. I got to look at this Dusseldorf team at the Poitiers Challenger. They wasn't really an indicator of how well they've been playing this year. They finished 11 in Poitiers. But even in that showing, I could see glimpses of what they might be able to do, some of the potential. So Kevin Bryant immediately became one of my favorite players, and just the way he attacks the rim. That time he's hits the deck, but he bounces right back up. It's Kilian met him at the rim and sends him on his back. Free throw is made. Miroslav Pajcilic playing with Leman this year. We saw him with Ub last year, got an MVP on the Pro Tour. Also got an MVP at the Europe Cup last year. This dude is a stone cold scorer, and he's found a new home. If he can rechannel some of the way he played last year with Leman this year, he's going to take this team to a new level. He's got the rock in hand. Passes up the shot from the logo. Instead, he drives, drops it off to the Manimal. And you know he woke up in beast mode. Risky pass, nearly stolen. Vertigue. He squeezes the trigger, and he's shooting like it's sundown. 3-1, Dusseldorf. Just saw an upset with Lausanne Sport over Ub to end their run. Dusseldorf trying to crash the party here against the number 2 seed. Still early, just a minute in. Pajcilic drops the shoulder and puts the cookie in the cup. Bogues lets it go. Boger couldn't hit it. Landgraf is going to land with the rebound. He elevates with the jump hook. It's missed. And looks like Kilian touched that last, so the ball will stay with Dusseldorf. Bryant's pass is taken away from Ratkov with the quick hands. Verteeg with the foul underneath. Not a whole lot he could do with Mihailo Vasic on the attack. Vasic has quickly become one of the most decorated players in the game. World champion, European champion, Olympic medalist. He and Ratkov, the two Olympians on this team. Paishalic will get it to Ratkov. Ratkov to Vasic. Vasic sets the screen. Paishalic pulls up. He's going to track down the Wilson. Over to Ratkov. Ratkov mishandled it for a moment, but now he's going to hand it off. Paishalic, he's got 6 to shoot. He fires that one. He probably had a chance to get it to Ratkov on the cut. And Ratkov showing a little bit of that frustration. Leman, the second most decorated team in terms of Masters wins all time with 9. Alan Boger, drive, gets it to Landgraf, and Landgraf is going to put the layup in. Vasquez doing some body work. Landgraf falling away. It's a no that time. Down to Vasic. Great positioning there from the big. Standing 6'7". Skillful scorer in the interior, willing passer. He's going to have a seat. Leman go on with Kilian, Ratkov, and Paishalic. The killer delivers. Two-piece combo, and it's 5-4. Nice up fake, but Paishalic still wasn't having it. Still on his tippy toes, blocked that one. Ratkov will hand it off. He'll slip to the baseline. Misses the tip attempt. Boger, oh, come on. You see that on the playground, but not a professional playground like we got here. I'm talking about like first grade, elementary. A few of the highlights here early. We are early in the day. The main draw is upon us. Our second Serbian powerhouse is in front of us. Kevin Bryant, drive, kick, Boger, deeper than spoken word. He lets his wrist do the talking, and all of a sudden Dusseldorf lead it by 1. Two-piece. Boger trying to respond. It's missed. Oh, Kilian. Double dip. He sinks it in the deep end. And it's 9-6 as a result. So here's a little bit of information for you. You might not know. Verteeg for Dusseldorf. Leon Verteeg, that is. Did you know that Verteeg means finished? Ready or finished in German. So you could say he was born Verteeg. And don't tell me Leon is Verteeg, finished. He's only getting started. That's interesting. He actually told me that in Poitiers. If he becomes a great finisher, like finishing games, then we got a perfect nickname, the Finisher. Oh yeah. Anyway, he's got the rock in hand right now, and they don't get that up in time. Vasquez to Pajšić. Kilian trying to make something happen here on the cut. Foul called on Fertig. Dusseldorf with 6 fouls. No more to give. Leman with a 3-point advantage and 3 fouls to their name. Vasic and company back to it. That one a miss from Kilian. Bryant will clear it himself. That leaves Fertig with the hezzy. Fertig is stopped by a foul. 4th on the Serbs. 5:28 to play. Game number 2. Day number 1. Here in Lausanne for the 8th straight year. Pull up. Oh, Boger knocks it down. He's a smooth scorer. Kilian with a step back. Come get you some of that. Kilian. He's quite the X factor for Leman. When the boys at Kilian shoots with consistency, they are a very, very difficult team to beat. Oh, put him in the blender, but he doesn't come away with the score. Oh, Fertig froze him through the lane. Oh, he sold the bag, but Landgraf is able to recover and get the score at least. So they do salvage a score on the drive. Red dot crosses his T's and dots his I's. 2-piece, no biscuit, 13-9. Fertig. He likes that little hezzy there. Pajšić nearly had a steal. Instead, that's off red. That'll leave 2.3 seconds left for Dusseldorf to get a shot up. They're going to have to get creative here. Alan Boger, he can get it up. They got Ratkov painted on him. So whenever they need a stop, they turn to Alexander Ratkov, who was last season my top-ranked defender. Not about block shots. He will lock you down. Put the clamps on you with the quickness. But he misses the crib that time. And too slow on the closeout to Boger. He said, don't go chasing waterfalls. You better stick to the rivers and lakes you used to. Sprays them. 13-11. Kilian out. Pajšić is in. As Vasic steps up to the line. 7th foul on Dusseldorf. Will have Vasquez shoot 2. And the Manimal makes easy work on the first. Vasquez second. It's good too. 4-point advantage. 15-11. Leman. Nice speed. Better defense. Vasquez comes away with it. Red dot. Kevin Bryant. Tough D. They didn't stick with it though. Pajšić sneaks by him and ends up with the score. Oh, Alan Boger. This dude is shooting to kill. The assassin gets his team back within 3. Vasquez making easy work of Bryant, who has to watch that bucket from his back. So the second TV timeout has arrived. 3:26 to play here. Game number 2. 4-point advantage for Leman, who just watched their Serbian compatriots lose the first game. Lausanne shocking. Ooh. Don't forget you got defending Lausanne Masters champs San Juan also in Group A. You're watching Group B action right now, though, just to keep you on track. In and out, Vertig, Boger off balance, no problem. Double dip, 1-point game. Boger gets called for the foul that time. But offensively, Alan Boger has been aflame. Got to take care of business at the line here. Alexander Ratkov misses the first of 2. Ratkov, gold medalist at the Europe Cup 2021. Got a bronze at the Olympics last year. Not the best trip to the stripe. This lead will stay at 1 point. Alan Boger, they better get a hand up on him. Landgraf, these goals ain't loyal. Halfway down and spit out. Quickly spent down low to the Manimal. So make sure the Leman has a 2-point advantage. Alan Boger, too long that time. Ratko comes away with the rebound over to Killer. Killer gets it back. You can't let him shoot. Oh, maybe you can. Tip is missed. Vasic can't save it. Landgraf, he's going to drive. He's going to find Bryant for the shot. And he's no Kobe. This K. Bryant misses the open 2. No disrespect. Take a look. Got a good look. And then off the ball, Vasic is called for the elbow. How about the shooting from Alan Boger, though? This dude is a certified sniper. He's been doing his thing from long range. Also making smart plays on the cut. Are the Serbians, which they're known to do. Vasic doing what he does. It's 18-16. Vasic to Paishilic, gives it back to the Manimal. Nothing happening. Vertig to Landgraf, back to Vertig. Vertig, stop and go. Hezzy drops it off. Bryant now, he's driving in and out. Lockdown deep from Leman again. Vasic down to the post office. You got mail. Landgraf, uncontested finish. Dusseldorf doing a great job here against the 2 seed. But Leman could put him away with a 2 ball. Paishilic crossed it, shot it. Shot clock. It didn't touch nothing. Touch anything. So I'm not sure the shot clock even started. So that's what has to be corrected. So not a shot clock violation. just had to stop play because of shot clock wasn't going. So, with 1:07 left, we'll see just how much time should be left on the shot clock. Dusseldorf is right, knocking on the doorstep here. They trail it only by 2 points. They are in some foul trouble with 8. Leman, conversely, have a foul to give. And 1:07 left on the game clock. All righty, we get back to it. Actually get a fresh 12. As Alan Boger lets it go. Ooh, that would have been a big hit. Vertig. Watch him, he's tricky with it. Oh! You can bank on him. He goes off the window. We're even at 19. Pajsic gone with the win. Game point, Leman. Land grab. Oh, red foul. But Leman's okay because they aren't in the penalty. They had one to give. 40 seconds to go. If I'm Dusseldorf, I'm shooting a 2-pointer right here, right now. I'm looking for a 2. I don't want to tie this game. Leman is too smart. They are going to go for 2. Vertig misses it. That's ruled off of Dusseldorf. And you heard quickly that Boger wants to challenge. So they will take a closer look at this. And obviously if Dusseldorf win this challenge, that's going to be big for them. Because they are on the brink of defeat. All Leman need is 1. And if you're Leman, you're in a good position. You got Dusseldorf already in the penalty. So they don't want to give up a cheap foul. Otherwise you lose this game at the free throw line. And as long as Leman take care of the ball and play smartly, which they typically do, they will likely make it a good final possession. And watching this team over the years, very few mistakes in scenarios like this, but they'll take a look at the scores table. If the footage is unclear, by the way, then the call on the floor is going to stand. We're going to get another look at. Now take a look off the miss from Vertig. You see Boger fly in there. He sends the ball in a different direction out of bounds, and it is actually off of green. So it's going to be red ball. Call stands. And now we'll see if Dusseldorf can stand their ground. Game point, Leman. Red dot with the rock. Pajsic trying to get in his bag. Little hezzy working on Boger. Pajsic misses it. Boger to the corner, and he has it swatted by Mihailo Vasic. Great defensive play from the Manimal. He knew that Boger was ready to gun it. And take another look. Boger puts it up, but Vasic treated it like spam. Blocked it. Kevin Bryant, he forces up to 2. He missed it. That got people jumping out of their seat. Still game point for Leman. And time winding down. The killer puts it up. It won't matter. Dusseldorf kind of fell asleep on the clock there. If anything, you make them beat you at the free throw line, just foul them and at least save yourself some time. They did not. So Leman smartly uses the clock, and they will walk away with a narrow win, 21-19. And the more experience that Dusseldorf get, they'll be able to recognize situations like that. But for now, they have to suffer that loss. So here's the highlight rip of another intense competition. I'm loving what I'm seeing here in Lausanne, day one. Yeah, buddy. Each team was trading tough baskets early. I thought these squads matched up well. Saw some lights out shooting. A lot to like about Alan Boger on this Dusseldorf team. You give that dude a look, and he is going to nail it more times than not. Hand up, so what? So he was cooking. He had the recipe for the Germans. Deep two here, way out there at the logo. But Leman are a machine. They just do what they do. They are never going to try to beat you at your game. They're going to make you play their game, and that is slow and steady. They're going to beat you up on the inside. They're going to move the ball. They're going to pick and roll, and they are going to lock in defensively. It has been the recipe for success for this team for so long, who most people forget they are the reigning World Tour champions. Don't forget, Liman won it all last year, and maybe they don't get enough talk about them. We'll talk more about them later. But for now, I'm done talking. We are going to step aside for only 1 minute. So just a brief break before we get back to the action. We will head into game number 3, our first action in Pool C with Antwerp and Belgrade. That is on deck. See you in 60 seconds. Stick around.
On va continuer avec les matchs de ce tableau principal. On a joué dans la poule A et B. On va désormais jouer dans la poule C.
Welcome to the World Tour.
Be ready for cheering your favorite team for the first game of Pool C between Antwerp and Belgrade Partizan. Please welcome the team Antwerp.
All right, I lied. I said 60 seconds, but I wanted to get back on the mic right now. Forget it. 30 seconds. We got 2 more teams on deck. All right. And this one needs no introduction. Well, maybe no, they don't. They're Antwerp. One of their players needs a new introduction. And we'll do that here in a moment. Antwerp, are they ready to take the next step? We've been talking about this team continuing to emerge and how electric they started their 3x3 careers. Dennis Donker, new addition. Casper Augustinian, also playing only his second game on the Pro Tour with longtime members Nick Sellis and must-see TV. Thibaut Vervoort. Meantime, Belgrade. How good were they in Prague, remember? Made a heck of a run. Nearly won it. Instead, they finished runners-up. But they are emerging with Ivan Popovic playing some of the best 3x3 that we've seen from him in years. And he's going to be the last one to emerge from the smoke. So there they are with Marko Kakarevich, Marko Stefanovic, and Stefan Torbica. Time for the coin flip. And I think Antwerp is going to start with the ball. So Antwerp led by Nick Sellis, who is a student of the game in a way that very few players are. Also, must-see TV, Thibaut Vaud. Electrifying. What we don't know what to expect is what we're going to get from Donker. I don't know. I haven't seen this guy. But I have seen a whole lot of this dude. Must-see TV. He's been binge-worthy. The 24-year-old has played really well in the challenger phases. But Antwerp just has not been able to get it done on the Pro Tour yet. So they're still aiming for their first Masters win. Marko Stefanovic was outstanding in Prague. He was a walk-in highlight and really impressive. Can he carry it over to this contest, to this tournament? It's all about what have you done for me lately. That couple's been busy lately. There's the proof. The little baby with blonde hair and blue eyes. Antwerp in the red. Belgrade in the gray. Game number 3, Pool C action. What's good, good people? Kyle Montgomery in your ear, bringing you this Lausanne Masters presented to you by you. We've already seen a Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater. Game number 1. That stopped Oob's 14-game win streak. After that, we saw Liman just barely hold off Dusseldorf in Pool B action. What will this one have in store? We'll find out right here, right now. Where Vaud's pass is stolen. Got to be careful because this Belgrade team is really a good defensive team. Long arms, disruptive defensively. They'll get up in your personal space, make you uncomfortable. They'll make you more uncomfortable than your mother-in-law. That one dropped off and laid up and in. So Belgrade Partizan on defense now as must-see TV drives and kicks. Antwerp, the 3 seed here. They won the Krelan quest to get a spot in this Masters. Must-see TV flicks the wrist. It's a miss. So 2 challenger wins for Antwerp this year, as I mentioned. They've had success there. They won in Pristina, then they won in Bordeaux. Oh, Donker almost got his cookies took there. Marko Stefanovic is a dunking machine. Must-see TV, FaceTime. Sign that. 2-1 contest. Trying to get it to Stefanovic. Popovic throws it away. But look out for Marko Stefanovic. He was putting on a dunk display in Prague. Oh, give me that. Stolen away. Stefanovic will swing it up top. Kakarevic down low. And it is swatted away. Augustinian spoke with his hand. There's some wrist work for you. And how about Dennis Donker getting the 2 to go down? Step back. Comes up abbreviated. Rebound goes to Gray. Belgrade Partizan looking for something from long range, but that shot comes up well short. Rebound. Got to get a shot up. They do. How, Sway? I guess he does have all the answers. Torbica torpedoed that one from the corner, and 4-3 is the result. patiently waiting, turn around. And a foul on the inside. That one called on Augustinian.
La faute est sifflée contre le team Antwerp. On rend la balle. Au team Belgrade.
Augustinian, he's got all the physical tools and athleticism to elevate this Antwerp team to another level. Ivan Popovic has that one go off his knee, but it's back to Augustinian again. Did not have the best debut in Manila, where the team did not make it out of day one. Antwerp, that is. But if he can find his role on his team consistently, I think he really changes the dynamic of how dangerous Antwerp is. Nick Sellis. And Clark Kent's shot is deflected.
Clears out my grid. Nut at the back. On the 20 sack. It's like that, in a matter of fact.
You can't turn on Snoop and expect me not to rap it.
D.O. Dub. D.O. Dub.
4-1. Must see TV. All eyes are on him. He's looking for a ratings increase. But he has that one sent back. Stefanovic puts his head down, drives to the rim, and he experiences some turbulence on the way up. So he gets the whistle. Take another look. Stefanovic from the line. Oh, it's a no. Augustinian. Oh, they lost sight of Must See TV. He's lucky that pass wasn't stolen. That's going to put Augustinian all by himself. And he splashes it 6-3. Ivan Popovic. Bro. Out to Donker. Donker puts it up and in. It's 8-3. So Donker's answering some questions. I said, what can we expect from him? So far, he's shown us. Showing a good stroke from distance, some activity on the glass. So there's Donker. It's called Donker spot. And Augustinian. He drains it. The big fella showing the touch. Augustinian. Pesky defense right there. They're running out of time. Travel. For the Vaud. There's a foul. Shout out DJ Lass, giving us some Kansas City flavor. Hey, Tech 9, Tekanina. This is type to make it go crazy. Popovic, hand up. Oh, threw it off. Could go crazy. Thank God. Must See TV. Going to work from the logo. Here's Vaud. Right to left. Drops it down to Sellis. Up fake and up and in. Easy work for the Belgians so far. And that one is airmail express right out of bounds. So Belgrade finished second place in Prague. Played well at the ING Hamburg Challenger. A runner-up finish for them there too. Big question as to whether or not they can build on the momentum from that Prague Masters. And so far, not so much. 4 minutes in, and they got 3 points. Belgians looking for some more. Donker. He'll get it back. Donker moves left, elevates. Ricochets off the iron. Here come Belgrade, Partizan. Popovic trying to get his touch, and that one touches nothing but the bottom of the net. That 2 is going to get him within 5. Donker with the step, spins free, bullet pass over to Sellis, and Sellis is going to finish the crib. Ivan Popovic on the line is good in the hood. Popovic was unstoppable in Prague. He was on an absolute tear. Playing at the best level we've seen in years, honestly. He's got his team within 4. Must see TV! And I thought that Dennis was the dunker. Apparently, it is Thibaut Vort. He shows off the bunnies and banged on Stefanovic. So from time to time, you will see that explosiveness from Thibaut Vort. called. Oh, look at Popovich. Good move there as he readjusts at the rim for the layup finish. Now actually 13-8. Oh, that one smacked away. Look at the active hands here for Antwerp. Talk so much about their offensive game, but it's really the defense that gets it done, or is getting it done. No pass is safe. Getting in there, deflecting, wreaking havoc. That's what you need. You heard it a million times before, but it's really true. Defense wins championships. You dig? Tap, tap, tap in. Sellers, I like your cut, G. I mean, they could take the sides down a little bit more, but hey, I still like it. So as you know, Partizan is the #1 basketball and football club in Serbia. I actually went to a Partizan Red Star game. I'm dead serious. Dejan Majstorovic and Marko Brankovic took me. It was the craziest game I ever experienced. In fact, it didn't even finish. The fans had to leave because they were throwing too much stuff on the floor. So I got a little taste of Partizan and Red Star. And today, another bunch of Red Stars are giving them a hard time. It's Antwerp team. See what I mean? Two-piece. 16-8. Take another look. Sellis trying to defend the drive, and he gets called for the foul. Comes out, but the effort was there. Stefan Torbica, the 25-year-old, at the line. It's 2:49 left in this contest, but it's a 7-point difference here for Antwerp. They don't want to fumble the bag here. They got this game in control, although it's now down to a 6-point contest for the Vaud, with Donker coming around. He wants to work the pick and slip with Augustinian. Now it's for Vaud off balance, but he can see quite clearly. They said save your money for days like this. He makes it rain, 18-10. And Vaud might have even taken a shot in the eye. After he gave them a shot in the eye, he takes a shot in the eye. You see the push off there. An 8th foul on Belgrade. There's Vaud. Sellis is up fake. They didn't buy it. So 0.7 to shoot. Timeout on the floor. Vaud will try to get it up as quickly as he can. Won't be easy. Take a look back at the highlights in this one. Not exactly the Belgrade Partizan team we saw from Prague. Still some time left in this one. Official Marcos letting them know, no holding for Vaud. You have got to be kidding me. He threw it up like liquor on an empty stomach, and it falls. And Stojanovic answers with the smash. Celis finishes with the lay and finishes the game. What a sequence for the Belgians, who beat up on the Serbs to take their first win here in Lausanne. Wait a minute. A clearing challenge on that last bucket, it seems. But to me, it looked clear. Oh no, an out of bounds challenge is what we're seeing, but I think this will all be for naught. I think this is going to be an Antwerp win once they take a look at it. But what a sequence. Just a ridiculous shot from must-see TV. And then the dunk from Stojanovic. And Nick Celis would cap things off with the drive and the finish. At least that's how it appears that this chapter will come to an end. But that's why they're going to take a closer look at it. We got some smart people over at our scores table. Shout out to Giovanna. So they will, yeah, that challenge is lost. I can see it up on the board right now, and there it is. It is what it is, and that is an Antwerp win. They find a way to get it done. An impressive win for the Belgians. They're serving notice to the rest of the field that they are not to be tangled with. Yeah. So while Belgrade Partizan might be on the come up, they don't get it done here. We'll get it down to Esteban Gonzalez, who's standing by with Thibaut Vaud after that win.
So Thibaut, really nice game. How important is for the team to start with a win?
Yeah, very important. I think it's always different to play in a world tour. We missed Prague, so we wanted to show that we were ready, and everybody from our team was ready, so it's very nice.
So you have here a new player in the team. What is he bringing to the style?
He's bringing a lot of shooting, a lot of experience, and a lot of energy. So it's a great add to the team, so I'm happy he's here.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that new ad, Dennis Donker, as well as Casper Augustinian, have really changed the complexion of the way this Antwerp team looks. But they are looking good between the lines. Let's see how they finish that thing off. And here's how it started. We'll see that first. Donker had his fingerprints on this game early as he knocks down the two new additions. Getting a pair apiece. Augustinian, the big fella stretching the floor, and then the steady Eddies. The two stars that regularly lead this team, Nick Celis and Thibaut Vaud. You haven't seen Vaud in the highlight yet, but trust me, you're going to see him later on. Here he is right now in your front living room. Pow! He drops the bomb on the drive. Then Nick Celis takes the package and delivers. And oh yeah, there's that Augustinian dude again. He's getting money like an invoice. Goes to the bank that time. And then Vaud with a couple of just ridiculous two-makes at the end of this game. Off balance with 0.7 seconds left. And there's Nick Celis closing the door. And Antwerp emerge with the win. All right. 3 games down in the main draw, am I right? Now we get to our fourth. Pool D action is on deck. Amsterdam, Shake Gubale. They are the 2 favorites in this group. And of course, Aender-Stam, who have made their way out of the main draw. I got an inside joke going on over here. Y'all probably wonder, like, what is he laughing at? He didn't say nothing. But people are passing me notes and saying things to me all the time that y'all have no idea about. Anyway, how about we get back to the action? Yes, we will. As I mentioned, it's time to get into Group D. and an interesting Amsterdam team. They got some size. They obviously have some shooting. Maxim Kovacevic, a hired Serbian gun on this Dutch team. Jan Driesen. Of course, Dimes himself, DeMail Vanderhorst, and Arvin Slagter. Amsterdam have been relatively quiet here in 2022. They come in as the 4th ranked team. So Amsterdam HiPRO, your 4 seed. They qualified via the Novi Sad Ultra Challenger, where they finished runners-up. As far as their efforts on the Pro Tour so far, they weren't bad. They finished 4th in Utsunomiya. But ever since then, kind of a mixed bag. 3rd at the Ulaanbaatar Challenger, 2nd at Novi Sad, as I mentioned, coming off an Edmonton Challenger where they finished 7th. And that's kind of been the calling card of Amsterdam HiPRO. When they are playing well, they are playing really well. And when they're not playing well, they aren't playing well. You get what I mean. So, their opponent out of the qualifying draw, Aender-Stam with Gabriel de Oliveira, Kostya Mushidi, Samuel Mpako, Yassine Mahfouz. They beat Bordeaux Ballistic by 6 first, and then they followed it up with a 7-point win over Girona. Mushidi is hype. It's just the first possession, dude. You're going to have a few of those possessions from start to finish. Yasmina Uris and Edmund Ho. They will officiate this Group D contest, where they will see Dimes, DeMail Vanderhorst. Maybe we'll get some of that air guitar in this one. When he's feeling good, he starts to show us that. Amsterdam is a Masters winner, although it has not happened in 2022. It did happen last year. They won the Doha Masters, their first ever. They want to play at that level. Coincidentally, Dimes was not on that team. Kovacevic was there, as was Slagter. So we saw the activity of the big for Aender-Stam, Gabriel de Oliveira, in the qualifying draw, setting screens, getting rebounds, had a nice dunk, several blocked shots. He packs a punch at 2:06. But Mushidi is that man. He's the star on this German team. Driesen will bring his defensive ability to the table here and try to neutralize Oliveira. Kovacevic going to lock in on Mushidi. Mushidi out here playing in biker shorts, just trying to show off his thighs. Is that a thing now? Cover up your thighs, man. What you doing? Anyway, no bucket to start things off. Kovacevic, oh, nice pass to the cutting Slaughter. Nice move up top. Leads to a good look. It just wasn't a good looking result. Now when airmailed as Dimes gets to the baseline, Vanderhorst is pushed. So a foul on Green. You also have Shake Gubale here in Group D. It's going to be an interesting group. See how it's going to play out. We've seen the parity really increase in 3x3, so it's really hard. Oh, Dimes. He's a pretender. He faked him and finished at the rim. 1 point lead. Mad Max is on his back. That's because somebody pushed him there. So Aender-Stam with a couple of quick ones. A minute in. Jan Driesen starts the possession as he's in. Big 6'8" frame. He sets the screen for Mad Max. No cap. He'll shoot you right between the eyes. 4-1. No answer right there. Although Impacto played really well in the qualifying draw. An offensive foul is called. Back to it we go. Mushidi couldn't put one down. Oh, Slaughterhouse. The rim spit that one out. Score stays the same. The trigger, check the rotation. 7-3. Oh, Mushidi mishandled it. And Paco jab step. Driesen closes the distance with that length, but nobody there to defend Oliveira, who elevates and scores. Aender-Stam is keeping step here with the Dutch early. Dimes, little hezzy. Why leave him like that? He's impatient. 8-4. Mushidi, stroke broke. Driesen, Slaughterhouse, he's got Dimes in the corner. He doesn't have the rock anymore, though. Mushidi's got that. He pulls the trigger, fires a blade. Dimes clears it himself. Offensive foul call. That's even though Driesen hits the deck, he's the one who's whistled. And we'll get our first TV timeout in the 8-4 contest. Amsterdam is in front. I'll be heading to Amsterdam here in a few days, actually. Their 3x3 Pro League has been exciting. They've come to the final now. So that 3x3 Pro League finals on deck. Seeing some of that Dutch talent. Amsterdam has been a perennial power in 3x3. And just one of the ways they continue to grow the game there. So we'll see. I'll be up in the place. It's 8-4. Oh, he tricked him on the baseline with a nice move. Kovacevic comes and has some words with him. I wonder what that conversation was like. Mad Max to Dimes. Dimes back to Kovacevic. Kovacevic touches nothing. Mushidi trying to get it down low, which he does. Yeah, but you can definitely see that Oliveira was camped out in the lane. He's arguing with and a warning. I was going to say, he's arguing with the wrong official. Edmund Ho, don't play that. And I don't exactly extend the argument anyway. He was camped in there. Pretty good time. Dime, floaty. And Paca attacking Vanderhorst down to Oliveira, and ain't nothing smooth about that possession. Travel called, and they were probably going to get hit with a shot clock violation too. Shot missed. Oh, nice awareness to find the cutting Kovacevic. Offensive foul is called, and Paco pushed Kovacevic down. So a 6-point lead for Amsterdam as we've entered Group D action early here. Day number 1 from Lausanne, Switzerland. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice in your ear. Slaughterhouse in your face. Gives him a taste from Tulane. Dreesen, comes up short. Mahfouz is going to save it. No, the long arms of Dreesen. He ensures that the Dutch end up with it. Dimes all by himself. He's seeing double now. Quite clearly. 14-4. Push call. Amsterdam HiPRO with 6 fouls in this contest. That means they have no more to give. Kostya. Oh, pass is taken away. You know the Dutch will defend you. Kicked out, Dimes, why not? Well, that's why. Missed it. Kovacevic, he'll take his opportunity here to get it down to Dimes. Dimes with a quick peek at the shot clock. Oh, the hook does not fall that time. Oh, the rim spit that one out. Dutch on the attack now with Kovacevic. Getting the step on Oliveira. Catch up if you can. The score underneath. Aender-Stam. The offense has been missing, to say the least. But an 8-point game after that last two. Dimes settles into the paint. The fall away doesn't fall. Mushidi D'd up in the corner. He decides to give it up. And Paco, he fires it, and he sinks that two in the deep end. Kovacevic, before the shot, a foul is called. That one on the floor. We're under 4 minutes, so that means we got a media timeout. Amsterdam looking strong here against an Aender-Stam team that's looking a little bit gassed, to be honest. You see Oliveira and Mushidi both with their hands on their knees, sucking up some wind. They played a couple of tough games in that qualifying draw. They are a young team, but still, sometimes they had that extra wear and tear. All right, back at it. Slaughter's pass deflected. Mushidi with the quick hands. That'll leave 4.7 seconds left to shoot. Dreesen couldn't finish after the spin move, so Green will come away with it. Mushidi step back, but he's broke. No cash on that last release. Now he's got to deal with Dimes and company. Vanderhorst passed up the two instead. He wants to get physical. Can't score it over Mushidi. Mushidi will get it back. Now it's his turn to attack Dimes. They're going to switch it, or maybe not. They didn't. Mushidi gave it up anyway. Mafu's running out of time. He heaves it up. That one well off target, as you would expect, as Dimes will now head downhill. Drops it off to his shooter, who does what he does, shooting like Cupid. You got to love that from Slaughter. You ain't going to like that too much. Oliveira air mails it from the corner, 17-9. It is a Dutch beatdown. Shout out to Vince Chang over there on the Twitch cast. Whee! You know, you got to be immature to like that sound. I'm messing with you, Chang. That one they run out of time. And you're right, VC. That Lausanne game was insane. We talked about that at that game to start the day. Lausanne shocking Oob, in case you're just joining us. Oob, the top seed who came into this tournament on a 14-game win streak. You're probably wondering why I'm talking about Oob during an Amsterdam Aender-Stam game. I'm just updating the people that just joined us. I'm sure there's got to be one or two. Not a whole lot to talk about in this game. A dominant performance from Amsterdam HiPRO and a sick dime delivery from Mad Max. The dime to Dimes. Mushidi's going to finish with two hands at the rim. So he has an authoritative throwdown, but his team is getting thrown down. 8-point difference. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about some FaceTime. That was a personal splash in the corner. And Paco over Slaughter makes it a 6-point game, so maybe they ain't done yet. Oh, my bad. I said that Vince was twitching. He said we ain't twitching today. I just assumed. He's just watching as a fan. Look at this. He got up in his personal space and he just put it between his eyes. Y'all remember Marlon Wayans when he said, "You can taste the leather," in the movie White Chicks? That was my inspiration for that. Oh, yep. He makes sure that that's a 2. That was an excellent movie. What you talking about? Slaughter missed. Yes, with the Waynes brothers. 4-point game. Oh! Oh, little stop and go. As Kovacevic couldn't get it to go. My fools. He was allowed to get to the rim. I think that Slaughter just wanted the possession. He wanted to give his shooter a chance. But Mad Max missed that one bad. Off the iron and out of bounds, and Kovacevic will get a rest. But Aender-Stam, remember this team shocked Novi Sad, ended up playing in the quarterfinals at the last edition of this Lausanne Masters. Could they pull it out in the last 30 seconds? If, what a lucky foul. It was certainly legitimate because it was a foul. Oliveira is able to get the whistle here. Look at this. And that will stop the clock and potentially an important sequence here, because if Oliveira can make both of these free throws, that'll make it a 1-point game with 24 seconds to play. So if was the operative word. That is no longer an if. He won't make both free throws. But still an important trip to the stripe, because even one free throw here will make it a 2-point game and still have some life here for the Germans. So Oliveira is able to knock it down. Slaughter will take his time, as will Vanderhorst. Dimes with the double cross, pulls it up mid-range. Mushidi from the corner, missed it. So it was that Dimes mid-ranger that will do enough to seal the win for Amsterdam. They don't get to 21, they don't have to. 19 will do. So 19-16, the official final. Amsterdam over Aender-Stam. So we've seen action in each group. We're going to see if Oob can bounce back in the next Group A game, which should be fun. Obviously with San Juan, the reigning champs, on deck. All right, so we'll have a little bit of a break before our next contest. But we got some highlights coming up for you first. So Aender-Stam, they had their backs against the wall a little bit early, although we do see Mushidi hit the two-piece. Amsterdam had control of this thing, and they did it really on the strength of their defense. Aender-Stam hit a little drought offensively. It wasn't the same type of performance that we saw from the qualifying draw. These are the big boys when you get to the main draw, and Amsterdam are going to typically find a way to win. This was a 10-point game. So you do have to give Aender-Stam some credit for pulling close there late, losing it by 3. But once Amsterdam HiPRO got that 10-point advantage, you knew that this was going to be a tough road to hoe for the Germans. And then they just kind of started toying with them. This was a play date for Amsterdam. Now they said, you got to go home. We're tired of playing with you. Have my mama call you next week. Maybe we can do it again. Pull up from Dimes to put it away. And that is all she wrote for Aender-Stam, at least in this one. They ain't done yet. But that is that for now. All right, so as we get ready to step aside, we told you that you're going to see San Juan and Oob up next. But you're going to see San Juan right now in their run last year here in Lausanne en route to their victory. Check out that mixtape before we get back to it.
Qui a remporté le Lausanne Masters l'an dernier.
Here's Matthias.
Oh, what a play! Sets up Gilberto Clavel.
Bang, bang, bang. 8-1 game. Here's the little monster, the Motro. Get down to Gilberto Clavel. This is a good matchup between he and Carrington. The little monster. Trying to come up big for San Juan. What's he giving out, Chrissy? Arazo, nice move. Oh yeah, good bucket. Matias, he got, oh, Maddox in the air. He's gonna come out of the scrum with it. He's got the green light. 16-17. Oh, the little monster is going crazy. 17-17. He ties it up to send it to OT in a game that Princeton very likely should have been coming out with a victory. Matias for the win. Thank you very much. That is it. It is over with. The little monster is going to haunt Princeton in their dreams tonight. He's going to start the possession. Arazo clears it. Clavel put another one on the bucket list. Nice shooter's touch. It drops down. Deadlock at 7 apiece. 5 to shoot on the shot clock. And Clavel. This dude is balling. Pequeño Motro. No. Oh, nice pass. Good look from Arazo to the cutting Matias. Matias puts his head down, steps through. Excusez-moi. Matias going for the win. That's the shot of the year. OMG emoji. Matias Pequeño Motro. Riga is done in the quarterfinals. Your Olympic gold medalist.
Tough shot falling away from the bucket. Here's Matias. Oh, what a play! Sets up Gilberto Clavel. Oh, he missed the foul attempt. And Clavel finishes with the exclamation point. And this win tastes better than a mofongo. Puerto Rico does it again. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
1 point contest. Here's Gilberto. Clavel. Drive, kick. Gilberto. He drives. He drops it off.
Five-point lead. Clavel going up and putting it down. He's gonna get it over to Gilberto Clavel. He's on a kill streak. There will be no respawn. Matias can end it. Rolled out. Arazo, his turn. No. Clavel is over with. San Juan, Puerto Rico. These dudes are better than Bunny.
Back into the competition with the next game, second game of Pool 8, Huishan San Juan.
This is the one we have been waiting for. I'm not sure many people expected to be coming to this contest 0-1. So they got to get a win here, or you're going to see the top seed eliminated after a 14-game win streak and winning each of our first 3 Masters. That's what's at stake. Welcome back, Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice in your ear. You just saw San Juan's run to winning their first Masters in 7 years last year in this city. They'll come back this time with a different looking team. We'll get introduced to them in a moment, but let's reintroduce you to the star Serbian team. And make no mistake about it, even with that first loss, this UB team, it doesn't make them any less impressive this year. They have been incredible to watch, but they will not be challenging that 32-0 Novi side record for 2018. That's done. I'm not sure they would even care about it if they win this Masters, but again, they got to get a win here if they hope to continue to play. This is a tough group. Not labeled our group of death, but a very difficult group. That's because we weren't quite sure what to expect out of Lausanne. But their new additions made the difference against UB in their first contest. So now, San Juan out of Puerto Rico. They will come out with their 4-man crew. A couple of new additions in Cliff Duran. Of course, we've seen Adrian Ocasio before on this team. The little monster, the reigning MVP, Angel Matias, is on the court with Gilberto Clavel. They are the mainstays on this San Juan team, 2 of the most commanding players in the game. And they play a little differently than what you typically see in terms of their style of play. It contrasts the pick and roll, constant passing of the Serbians. These dudes take you to the streets. They take you to Old Town San Juan with it, and they will bring it to your neck like a top button, believe it. There's our two officials, Edmund Ho and Marcos Michaelides. So, top level officials for what we expect to be a top level game. Nobody's topped that dude. He's #1 in the world. Dr. Strange. Strajnja Stojicic. Played pretty well in the opening game. Nothing really to hang their heads about, obviously. Oob just losing in a very, very close contest, losing by 1 point, 21-20. And there's El Motro right there, the little monster. He ain't the type that you're going to find hiding under your bed or in your closet. He's going to intimidate you in your face. Rawr.
Son premier match face au team Lausanne. Par contre, le team San Juan, c'est son premier.
So they'll get it warmed up. There's Dejan Majstorovic, the 4-time world champion, known as the Maestro. He's going to get us going here. We'll start with the possession. Stojicic with Matias defending. Jab step. Too much protein on the 2. He recovers it, gets it to the Beast. The Beast up fake. He's going to kick it. Oh, what a find. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Majstorovic was able to put that up and in. 1-zip. Clavel. What you going to do with that? He's got some windshield wipers on those goggles on the drive. Speaking of wipers, there's Matias who wipes that one away. He's got the long arm of the law, and the jump hook's no good. Oh, Stojicic was not having it. Tough shot, couple of tough shots, and a shot clock violation. Take another look at the long arm of the law. El Motro, the little monster with the defense. 1-1 contest and a quick foul. I mentioned how the new additions made the difference for Lausanne in the opening game in this group. We're going to see how the new additions show in this one for San Juan. Again, Cliff Duran and Adrian Ocasio, somewhat new. Oh, there's some contact. That was not on the shot. That was away from the ball. And San Juan have to be careful not to start arguing the calls here. They are an emotional group. Take another look at the 2 release from the Maestro. As El Motro, he is hacked on the drive. So each team with a couple fouls here. 1-1 game. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. at 3x3 The Voice in your ear. Matias could not find the stroke from long range. There's the Maestro. String music. That's going to be a fun battle watching Gilberto Clavel and Nemanja Barac. These two are 2 physical beasts. Clavel. He'll come up top and set the screen. That foul is called on Clavel. So Stojicic was able to sell it enough to where he earns the whistle. And the fouls are adding up quickly. Each team with 3 apiece, so six fouls in the first minute and a half. Maestro thought about shooting the 2. They miscommunicate. They glitched. Leads to a green release. Dinero, dinero, dinero. In the corner from Matias. Dr. Strange couldn't find the range from deep. So the Beast will get it to him. Quick ball movement leads to another look for the world number 1. He goes for 2. But he will get nothing that time. Good defense there from Majstorovic using those long arms to poke it away. Nobody home to stop Brankovic, who cruises in for the easy layup. 4-3. Ooh. Matias. Off the miss, Stojicic. He wants it back. They double dared him. He ain't never scared. 2-piece combo that came with the fries and the drink. Now he'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play at the line. 6-3. Strahinja Stojicic getting it to go down through the contact. And that's good. So a 3-for-1 discount. Foul white. You knew that this was going to be a physical confrontation between these two teams, and some added motivation obviously with San Juan beating UB for the final last year. That was going to count. Majstorovic laid it in. And you see Dejan is maybe got a finger out of place, something like that. Anyway, he gives a thumbs up. He seems to be good to go. Oh, trying to find Matias on the cut.
La balle va être rendue à Team San Juan. Encore 8 secondes de possession pour l'équipe qui nous vient de Porto Rico. Le score 8-3 pour Team Up.
That one's a miss. So both officials, it's really the teams. We've seen a lot of whistles in this game. So the referee's getting some lung work. Neither team willing to give up any ground, as he can't land the 2-piece. Clavel missed it after muscling that one up. Strahinja crossed him, baseline, elevates, bucket. That one poked away. Stojicic flicks the wrist. Oh, halfway down, came out. That foul is on the floor. Breaking the action is a 6:46. 6-point advantage for UB. Not a shock. You expected them to come out into this game strong. Here's Matias. Look at the angle on that splash. In the corner. Brankovic slipping to the bucket easily. You see UB run that action all the time, because you got to honor the 2-point shooting ability of the Serbians. You got to respect it. It opens up the interior. And here they go again. Slick pass attempt to Barac, but yet another foul. San Juan already in the penalty. And that's going to add insult to injury right there. Seventh foul. We've only played 3 minutes and 18 seconds. That is not a good sign. Barac gets that one to trickle in. Second one, count that as well. UB opened up an 8-point advantage in a rematch of last year's final here in Lausanne. Matias steps through Permiso, but he missed it. Round comes Stojacic. Nim Diesel. Lost the cookie. Oh, right back. And then Ocasio gets called for the foul.
Huitième faute d'équipe pour le team San Juan. Vous l'aurez compris.
So Puerto Rico's half fence. Ocasio down to Clavel. Clavel down to the basement. Doesn't come away with a bucket. Saw that pass attempt by Strahinja. Yeah, they starting to feel themselves now. Matthias. There he gets one to go down, the 2 ball. That's going to make this slightly, never mind. That 2 negates the other 2. Dr. Strange has the squad up 16-5. Now Matthias. This is where he does most of his damage, is down low. San Juan, their run to winning it all in Lausanne last year didn't come without its challenges. They really picked up some impressive wins, not just the win in the final over Oud, but they also pulled off an impressive comeback over Princeton. They scored 7 points in 30 seconds to shock the Americans. They're going to need Matthias to become an angel if they want to even make this thing competitive.
Allez, 2 sur 2.
9-point game. Just over 5 minutes to play. That one poked away. And that should leave 3.4 seconds left for the Serbians. As El Montero and Nim Diesel do battle for the loose ball. Ball goes to Red. Oh, Matthias missed it bad to the left. Stojacic cross, he's driving, he's dishing. He's got the maestro all alone. No stream music that time. Montero with the rock in hand. He's doing his dance top of the key. To Ocasio. Ocasio lost the handle on it, but he had some help. As Barac, at least from my angle, looked like Barac poked it away, but he did not. That was just lost, mishandled, misdribbled. So Dejan Majstorovic, he starts the possession. He and Ocasio will check it up, as Serbia needs just 5 points to come away with victory here. Brankovic out to the maestro, chunks the deuces. Ricochets off the iron, cleared down to Clavel. Clavel moving some things around before he lands the layup. Stojacic, big bump. So San Juan with a 9th foul.
lancers francs pour le team couple.
Easy breezy at the line for Stojicic.
Zdravina Stojicic on the line. Les profs, c'est les 2 sur 2. Il ne manque plus que 3 points au serve pour remporter ces duels.
In and out. Alamotro to the crib. Comes away with the bucket. But still a comfortable distance in this game as Stojicic has that one poked away. That ball is still alive. And Clavel, he clears. They got 7 to shoot. Matias down to the post office. He's going to deliver. 8-point contest, 3:51.
Jimmy timeout, le deuxième. Minquest, jackpot, juste après ce match. Qui veut venir sur le terrain jouer avec nous? Il faut un shooter ou de la shooteuse. Qui joue un peu au basket? Mademoiselle? Il y aura d'autres Minquest, jackpot, soyez rassurés. Faites le tour, mademoiselle.
Take another look at M. Diesel. That one lands in his lap and he puts it up and in. Meantime, Stojicic stepping into the 2-piece comfortably. Splash. Needs water out there. Wow. Matias is grinding on the inside. Matias called for a 10th foul. These dudes hacking like they're trying to get through a firewall.
Obligé de s'imposer après sa défaite initiale contre le team Lausanne.
2 free throws and possession now for the rest of the way. And the Beast is going to give Oud game point. Dr. Strange takes him on a maze. Round and round we go. They're tired of going in circles. They run circles around San Juan and they say it's enough of that. This game is over. A dominating W for Oud in a must-win situation. They go and they snatch it. They will wrap up group play 1-1. They got exactly what they needed in a big win, an 11-point difference. This is after losing by 1 to Lausanne. And Lausanne have at the front step, but meantime, let's get it down courtside. Rachel Rominger standing by with the world #1, Strahina Stojicic.
So tell me, how did you rebound after the heartbreaking loss earlier against the home crowd?
You know, we start so nervous this tournament, and we play very bad defense, make some stupid fouls. But again, we know why we come here, and we know if we win the second game, it's no problem because we lose first one.
So you're very familiar with this team. How much were you thinking about last year's final? You're very familiar with this team, Team San Juan. How much were you thinking of last year's final?
You know, they're a great team. They're great athletics. Everyone can play one-on-one, and for sure it's very difficult to play with them. But we made some shot, and in the end it go like easy game, but it was tough. Thank you.
Yeah, might have looked easy, but it was a tough game. Anytime San Juan and Oud tangle, it's going to be physical, but the problem for San Juan is they got far too much foul trouble early, and you could see it coming. They had 4 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game. They were in the penalty before we hit the first media timeout, and that is normally not going to be a good sign at all, and it wasn't. Ended up in the double penalty. A frustrating game for San Juan. and they really didn't put themselves in position to get a win there. So as a result, they don't get the win, clearly. They lose it by 11. Anytime you leave the door open for a team that was already playing with their backs against the wall, they're going to come out with a victory more times than not. So while that 14-game win streak is over, they've won 15 of 16, which is pretty dang on impressive anyway, I would say. Here's how they got it done. Double-digit advantage. And anytime you're playing from behind like that, already in foul trouble, the likelihood of coming away with a victory is slim to none. So that's that. We're going to break before we get back to our next action, which will feature Liman and Jeddah in Pool B action. That's coming up at 45 after, so about 10 minutes from now we will get to that. We will have an entertainment break, and in 10 minutes we will get back to it. You're watching the Lausanne Masters presented by you here in Lausanne.
De 5 jusqu'à 0 point des comptes. Lausanne, s'il te plaît, ça fait 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, et c'est parti! Allez, un layup pour... super. Stop! On arrête le chrono, on regarde la combinaison. Carla, tu peux te remettre ici si tu veux. Ouais, c'est... alors ça, c'est perdu. Ok, attention, on y retourne pour la deuxième combinaison. Carla, s'il te plaît, ça fait 3, 2, 1, let's go! Ok, oh! Ok, 3-3. T'as le t-shirt jaune, t'arrêtes là ou tu continues? Mais t'as perdu le t-shirt jaune. Sauf si t'as encore 3-3 après. Ok? Continue. Ok. Attention, ça fait 5! Merci. Let's go! Allez! Et à partir de maintenant, le chrono. Ok, alors attention. Ok, c'est bon, on continue. Allez, on continue. Non. Alors on continue le lay-up. Carla, 30 secondes. Lay-up. Ok. Bien joué. Carla, viens ici, il te reste 30 secondes. Attention. Tu reprends le t-shirt jaune. Ah non, pardon, excuse-moi, c'est la tenue complète. Elle est là. Tu fais quoi? Tu t'arrêtes là ou attends, laisse. Il te reste 30 secondes. Tu tentes pas le ballon. Non, tu gagnes juste le ballon, c'est déjà bien.
C'est bien essayé, man.
Ouais. Carla, est-ce que vous voulez que Carla tente le ballon ou pas?
Elle tente le ballon?
30 secondes.
T'as le temps?
30 secondes pour déclencher une combinaison, peut-être pas pour gagner. Non.
Oui, ça rentre. On regarde la combinaison.
Ok. Il reste 20 secondes, Carla. Non. 15 secondes, Carla, on continue. Du bruit, Lausanne, s'il te plaît.
Allez. On va regarder la combinaison.
Ok, ça sera pas le ballon, mais ça sera quand même la tenue officielle du Lausanne Masters 2022. Le maillot et le shirt. Moi, je récupère le ballon. Tiens, Val, non, je te confie le ballon, mec.
Merci.
Du bruit pour Carla. Carla, le train est dans 4 minutes.
Faites du bruit pour Carla, s'il vous plaît.
Et là, tu peux envoyer du pâté pendant 2 secondes, s'il te plaît. Et en fait, le t-shirt, je vous l'offre maintenant, juste pour le plaisir. Si on tape des mains, si on se lève, si on fait du bruit à Lausanne, s'il te plaît.
Allez, faites du bruit. Allez. Faites du bruit, Lausanne. C'est clair, hein. C'est clair.
Ok, sans musique, sans rien. Juste cette tribune. 1, 2, 3. On continue? Ouais. Montrez-leur comment on fait. 1, 2, 3. En ratio monde-bruit, ils sont meilleurs que vous. Hein.
Ici, 1, 2, 3. Je me mets ici, la tribune qui fait le plus de bruit prend le t-shirt maintenant et m'attire vers elle. Ça fait 1, 2, 3 du bruit. DJ Las. Allez. Non, 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 c'est le dernier, donc c'est toi qui prends la responsabilité. Le lac bouge un peu. Je veux qu'il y ait une petite vague à Evian en face, s'il vous plaît. Est-ce que vous voulez un ballon, Lausanne? Les mains, tout le monde, tout le monde. Allez, allez, allez. Je regarde les bons élèves. Donc là-bas, ça peut gagner un ballon. Là-bas, ça peut gagner un ballon. Là, ça peut gagner un ballon. Là-bas, ça peut gagner un ballon. Restez avec nous, on peut vous l'offrir dans pas longtemps.
Welcome to the World Tour.
Les mains, mais qui a dit d'arrêter de taper les mains? Mais qui a dit d'arrêter? Allez, Lausanne. Mais qui a dit d'arrêter? Tout le monde, tout le monde, tout le monde. Liman, Huishan, and Jeddah, please welcome the team first. Team Liman, Huishan,
All right, you can see the Serbian flags flying here in Lausanne as we welcome you back. Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3. In your ear from the Olympic capital. That is right. More Serbian flags. Serbians are everywhere that 3x3 is. And you can understand why. They have been the most dominant nation in the game from the moment FIBA 3x3 started. And Leman looking to be the only undefeated Serbian team at the end of play today. Alexander Radko, Mihailo Vasic, the voice of Kilian, and Stefan Kojic, Miroslav Pajsilic. They're coming off a 20-19 win over Dusseldorf in their first taste of action. This Jeddah team looks menacing. I guess Simon Finsgar is not a fan of the smoke. He's had enough of that. This Jeddah team came into 2022 with a lot of hype. That's not their fault. That's generally people's reaction to the team getting together. They look like an all-star squad. MVPs, 3x3 living legend, Finsgar, the Sphinx, Ovicius Veranauskas, who made his return back to 3x3 last year, and they won their first ever Masters in Prague. And not to forget the lethal Lithuanian Darius Tarvidis. Each one of these four, with Nemanja Draskovic, who was MVP in Prague. You saw this team on paper and you said, oh, this team is going to do some things. They didn't do much in Utsunomiya. You can tell that they needed to get in the lab and get some chemistry and get some cohesion before they can mesh these pieces together. So they come in as the 7th seed. Again, that 11th place finish in Utsunomiya. We haven't seen them on the tour since then. So I'm with the Ulaanbaatar Challenger. 10th place finish. Most recently at the Energy Shukbatar Challenger, finished 11th. So if you're judging by the results, they still haven't quite been able to put it all together. But there's no shortage of talent on this Jeddah team. As for Leman, they're the 2 seed. They've won 4 straight challengers. They've won 20 in a row at the challenger phase. Seeing Oob lose to Lausanne, Leman's got to be licking their chops thinking that this could be their Masters to win. We'll see if they can handle business against Jeddah as we get our first look at them here in Lausanne. Of course, the voice of Kilian used to play for Team Jeddah. This Jeddah team, a hodgepodge of players from all over. You got a Slovenian, you got a Lithuanian, a Serbian, a couple Serbians. Oh wait, Lithuanian. 2 Lithuanians, that's what I meant. Good defense at the rim. This 10-minute sprint is on and popping. OV, step back, oh no. Late in the shot clock, the Sphinx misses it. Darius Tarvidis gets it back, and the hook is a no-go. So Leman starting this possession by getting it to Vasic. Pajsic misses. Active hands here from Vedanauskis. Draskovic, he's tricky with it. Foul on Radkov. So each team got to settle in here. So we're still looking for the first score of the game. Could this be it? No. It is short, but a foul. Like the potential matchup when Vedanauskis and Pajsic go against each other. I see some similarities in their games. Kilian with Tarvidis trailing him. He misses the long 2. Draskovic. Pass deflected and stolen. Radkovs waiting for the screen. Never mind. Long ball. Nope. Well. So a little bit of a sluggish start. Both teams struggling to put the round thing in the round thing. This is a 10-minute sprint to 21. Somebody help. Darius Tarvidis. That defense from Vasquez had him trying shots he hadn't tried before. Official talk that's not having it. Red is going to get a warning. Killian sidestep. And he has been unable to find his stroke. 2 minutes in. Is the Sphinx going to take a drink? No. Well. Okay, so far, Jeddah with 5 fouls. 5 fouls in 2 minutes. No points to speak of. While the fouls continue to add up, the column that isn't getting any movement is the scoring category. That's what we want to see. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our first score of the game comes at the 7:50 mark, and Leman does the honors. Draskovic, maybe it sparks a series of scores. So we waited a while, and now we got back-to-back. And the Sphinx, a.k.a. Vino, he's going to get the scoring started for Jeddah. He can make it a 2-point play. We will see. The long-time Partizan member and great. Nobody's played more 3x3 than him. 2-1. Vasquez on a Sunday cruise finishes it. So 4 fouls on Liman too. This fouling thing isn't just one-sided. We got a total of 10 fouls in the first 2.5 minutes. It's got everything to do with the physicality of each team. I told you I wanted to see this matchup. Oh yeah. Vadanowski says class is in session. He teaches Paishalic a lesson. Now give Paishalic the ball. Let's see a little bit of that. No. Paishalic using the bigger size. Getting rid of Vadanowski and giving him a score. There's the Sphinx. There it went. To the corner. DT for 2. No. Alexander Rakov, he turns around. He's found Paishalic, but that's going to deflect off of his hands and out of bounds. 6:52 left, so that means we're going to have a media timeout. And I think both teams need a timeout. They need to think about what they've done, what they forced us to witness through the first 3 minutes. Now, I hope y'all have learned y'all lesson. And when y'all come out this time, we want to see a lot of scoring. All right, back to it. Draskovic lost it. Vasquez back up to Killian. Killian slides to the left. Splash. 5-3. Foul off ball. Nemanja Draskovic, the Prod Masters MVP. He slips after setting the screen. Vadanowskis, the floater is too strong, but Draskovic to the Sphinx. Finsgar is able to sneak to the rim. 5-4 game, make that 6-4. Alexander Rakov goes to the hole. Finsgar, oh yeah, he lets it fly. The Sphinx was cooking in that 2-point qualification as well. So we know he got range. 6-6. Oh, Tarvidus, he wanted it on the cut. Instead, he's going to get it back now. And Tarvidus, he's got range like a Rover owner. 8-6. Vasquez doing his dirty work on the interior. Now Tarvidus has got a size advantage here. He's also got Fitzgerald on a cut, but it is swiped away. Tarvidus there to clean up the mess. Oh, nice drive. Paishalic gets in. So now we get some scoring. 9-8. Veranauskas misses. Tarvidus couldn't come away with the rebound. So Novoisi Kilian will get it over to Mihailo Vasic. Vasquez gets the package back, and he's going to deliver right at the front door. 9-9 game. The momentum has picked up. Nobody there to pick up OV. Vaishalic kicks it out. Vasic, no. But now Vasquez with great positioning. Count that. Slow on the recovery defense. And we got a 10-10 game as a result. Tarvidus, there he goes. So I guess they listened to me in that last media timeout. I gave him a good talking to. Nope. Veranauskas. It's a no for me. He says I'm tired, that's why. No, they want a timeout. With 4:02 left, and I may have mentioned this earlier, I think a little bit of a, you don't have to use that timeout. Each team gets a timeout per game. And it's 4:02 left on the game clock. So they were going to get a break via the media timeout anyway. If they could just last another 30 seconds or so, you're bound to get a dead ball. But I guess they needed it right now. So that is, oh, it was set up to perfection. Veranauskas with a turnaround. No. Paishalic's pass nearly taken. Instead is Ratko. Up fake, steps through. Ratko goes off the iron. He gets it back. Ratko stays on his pivot. Kilian out in two-land. He missed it, comes right back to him. Oh, he sold the bag. Wide open layup. Jeddah leading by 1. Paishalic. Swishalicious. 12-1. Leman back in front. Veranauskas, can he answer? He cannot. 2 goes long. Thaddeus Tarvidus directing some traffic. He wants to get it to Draskovic. Draco lets it go. But it ricochets off the front iron. Red dot with the step. I'm gone, man. I'll see you later. 2-point difference. Veranauskas to Tarvidus. Lets it fly comfortably. Rebound lands in Kilian's lap. Gets it to Tarvidus. To Veranauskas, who throws it in reverse. They didn't clear it. There was a change of possession. And I was thinking that as they continue. So, wasted opportunity there. Obviously, Kilian had to get possession to save the ball. 2 hands on it, 1 foot in. So they wiped the bucket away. Paishalic spinning, shooting, putting that one in the air. doesn't come away with the bucket. Paishalic right past Bedanauskis. Missed it. Rakko. I got your back like a pack with straps. It's 14-11. 3-point lead for Liman. Liman with a chance to go 2-0. And another whistle. So the fouls have certainly slowed down. And the scoring has definitely turned up a notch. The teams needed it, and so did we. It was rough the first 3 minutes. Things have changed drastically as Draskovic will try to hand it over to Finsgar. Finsgar finishes with the reverse with Vasic on the ground. One possession game. Kilian left that one abbreviated, so Tarvidis will give it over to the Sphinx, who gets it over to Draskovic. Oh, nice no look initially. Looked the defense off and found the cutting Tarvidis. Kilian now. He's taking a look. That one air ball. Usually I say it ain't that windy, but it actually is a little bit windy, so we'll give him an excuse. Draskovic. What had happened was, Draskovic will have a seat. Bedanauskis is in. And a minute 23 to go. 1 point game. Still anybody's contest to win. Obviously, we'll see Jeddah again. Jeddah will be playing against Dusseldorf. That could either decide the number 2 slot in Group B, or it could be a game that decides the entire group. Obviously, as I mentioned, Leman, they control their destiny. If they get a win here, they're guaranteed to have the number 1 slot out of B. And they'll play whoever ends up with the number 2 slot out of D. Bedanauskis, hate those. In and out. That wouldn't have been else. I meant Paishalic. They even look alike. Finsgar going to the spin move. Missed it. Vasic smartly gets out of the paint. But he has his back turned. He gets called for 3 seconds, which is a new violation this year. You cannot have your back to the basket for more than 3 seconds after you initiate a dribble. So that explains the turnover. A little wrist work right there from Bedanauskis. Kilian likes that spot. Oh, shooter's touch. It likes him back. Bedanauskis off balance, missed it. Paishalic calmly brings it out. His team leading by 2. Under 20 seconds to go. Red dot. Missed it. So looks like they're going to just play defense here. Jeddah probably should have considered fouling. Now that's going to put it away. The reverse is good, and Leman are feeling real good. 17-14. Leman are going to go unbeaten here day 1. Jeddah will go back to the drawing board. But Leman pick up the pace when they absolutely had to. And they're going to come out victorious here. Again, 17-14, the final. These Serbs are unbeaten. All right, so Rachel Rominger is standing by with Alexander Ratkov, and we're going to hear what he has to say after his squad goes 2-0 before they head back to the hotel. Let's get it down to Rach. Take it away.
Despite without bad play. Offense, we maintained our defense. Through all the match, we had some ups and downs, but luckily we won. So at the end of the day, we're happy.
2 win in 1 day. How's the team feeling?
We're tired, obviously, but as I said, we are happy because we had two wins after the first day. We didn't play as we wanted, but hopefully we will improve our game tomorrow and we will see what will happen.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a certain standard that Leman plays with, and while the most important thing is getting the win, which they got, they didn't play it as well as they would have liked to. And you can understand, especially early on, there was some fouling going on. Neither team was very crisp in the first few minutes of this game. They seemed to be playing with some nerves. But once Leman settled in, so did Jeddah, actually. Both teams started playing really well. All of a sudden, there seemed to be a lid on the hoop through the first 3 minutes. Then it opened up, and then all the buckets were dropping. Both teams going back and forth, trading blows. Finsgaard with the deep strike here. But Leman would start beating them up on the inside, giving it to Mihailo Vasic. Jeddah showing some fight there late. Vedanauskis to Tarvidis on the cut. All of a sudden you're thinking, man, is Jeddah going to make this thing interesting? Paishalic says, nah, I got something to say about that. This bucket was actually waved away because they didn't clear it on that change of possession. Few last looks. And the final score right there. Paishalic doing the honors. As that game right there will actually close our first session of action as we are halfway through the day. Our second session is going to start back here at 19:10 local time, so that gives us about an hour before we get back to it. And once we do, we'll get to Pool C action. We'll see Antwerp and Ulaanbaatar get us started. Again, that's 19:10 local time. So we'll see you guys in an hour as the Lausanne Masters, presented by you, will continue at 19:10. See y'all then.